in Tunisia. Just made it to my hotel in Tunis, and this is my home for the night. A nice bed. There's a TV right here. Very simple. Bathroom. It's very clean and big. I booked a 3-star hotel. It's next to the train station and it's very close to the Medina. I'm paying, I think, 68 Canadian dollars, or roughly, I think, 50 USD. So I asked the hotel owner where to eat, and then he walked me all the way to his friend's restaurant. It seems like a traditional Tunisian restaurant that serves couscous and some local sandwiches. And he was super friendly to me. He asked me if I was Japanese. Apparently there's a lot of Japanese tourists as well as Chinese tourists here. I have never had Tunisian food before, so I'm excited to try. I got the couscous with fish. Seems to be a local dish. I got some sort of fried bread. I have no idea what's inside. This is like a deep fried omelet kind of situation. On the outside, there's a very thin, crispy layer of dough that's been deep fried. And on the inside, it's an egg and some cheese maybe. And some, I'm gonna say spinach or parsley. It's quite yummy. My couscous has just arrived. It comes with a chunk of potato and there's a giant piece of grilled fish on top. It's steaming hot, so let me try it. The first bite of couscous in Tunisia. The flavor of the couscous is quite subtle. I was expecting more fishy flavor, but it's not there. It's not fishy at all. Now let me get a piece of this fish. It's coming off the bone. Wow, this looks juicy. The fish tastes really, really fresh. There's no fishiness at all. Again, the flavor is quite mild. I think it's been dry rubbed in some spices and then grilled or steamed. This tastes quite healthy, also delicious. You get your carbs from couscous, protein from the fish, got some potatoes, and there's some veggies in here as well, some onions and peppers. It's a very wholesome meal. That was a very hearty meal. I finished the whole thing. Now I have to go find some groceries because I have to work tonight. Need some water and snacks, and I need to get train tickets for tomorrow. I'm going to Sousse. Hi, can I get a ticket to Sousse tomorrow? Yeah. Successfully got my train ticket. 10.5 local currency, so roughly $3 to $4. Not bad. 2.5 hours tomorrow. First impression of Tunis, very busy and very lively. Lots of shops. It just looks like everyone's hustling. Look at all the couscous they have here. I think I'm gonna choose this one. Snack of the day. Grocery trip was a success. I got a big bottle of water, some baguette, a chocolate bar, some cookies, and a small bottle of hand sanitizer. Only for $4. It's quite affordable here. The sun has just set. I'm now exploring the Medina, and it's very lively. The Medina is essentially a giant marketplace that sells everything from shoes to clothes to food. Anything you can find, it's here. It has been one of the UNESCO World Heritage Sites since 1979. So definitely worth a visit. Hello. It's a beautiful day here in Tunis. I'll be taking a train to Sousse, which takes about 2 hours and 30 minutes. The train station looks pretty standard. There's not a lot of people, thankfully. I'm just waiting for the train now. costs about 10 Tunisian dinar, or roughly 3 USD. And this is what first class looks like. Second class is about 7 Tunisian dinar, which is just slightly cheaper, or $2 USD. Now I'm gonna enjoy the ride, maybe take a nap. On my way to bed and breakfast. I'm only spending one night here. Made it to my home for the night. So this is a traditional Tunisian home. This is the bedroom. The bed is huge, probably a queen size bed just for me. Here's a simple desk, aka my office for the day. Living space, and this is the washroom. It's quite big. The place is very clean, so I'm happy with it. It's only like $45 for the night. And let me show you the courtyard. Sousse is the third largest city in Tunisia. It's a coastal city by the Mediterranean Sea, and the weather here is warm all year long. It's December, so they're winter here, and it's still around 20 degrees Celsius, and I'm wearing a t-shirt. My accommodation today is inside the Medina. So Medina is a marketplace, basically in the center of the city, and it's really, really busy. Everyone's trying to sell you stuff. I'm gonna be here for 2 days, and while I'm here, I'm gonna go check out some museums, of course try the local food. There's a mosque nearby that I'm gonna go visit soon. Oh, thank you. No, YouTuber. I'm still inside the Medina, but just a couple minutes away from the central area. It's so quiet and beautiful here in the city. Most of the buildings are painted in blue and white, and it's fairly clean. So I just met a bunch of students from here, Tunis?
Yes, from Sousse.
Sousse, from Sousse, yeah. And hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I want to make sure I get everyone here. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you. It's finally time for lunch. I got the tuna melawi, which is a local sandwich. There's tuna inside, egg omelet, and he put some French fries in there as well. It's a little bit spicy, I think. Let's give it a try. It tastes like buckwheat flatbread. It's quite flavorful. So all the ingredients like tuna, omelet, French fries, salad, and chili paste, they all wrapped inside this flatbread. And then he rolled it up, and then he put it on the grill. So it's nice and warm. It's very delicious. At first I was concerned that it might be too fishy, but it actually tastes very good. Hi. Oh my god, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
Thank you again.
Yeah, do you want to say hi to the camera?
Hi.
I took some photos for the students earlier. I think they're on a group trip. They're studying computer science, which I did as well. And they just came back and gave me some souvenirs. They're so nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Like it or not?
It was really good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. That was a lovely meal. And the chef, and I guess the owner, was really, really nice. Hello. And the people here have been really friendly to me. On my way to the museum now. Hi. got the ticket. It's only 10 dinar, which is around $2 or $3. Some of these artifacts are from 3rd century. That's crazy. This museum's so cool. This has to be one of the most beautiful museums I've ever been to. I have to admit that I didn't know a lot about Tunisia, but it is very, very rich in history. Throughout history, it was occupied by the Romans, the Greek, the French as well. That's why they speak French here. And all the artifacts that you see here in the museum also reflects that. And because of its history, the museum here actually has artifacts from the Roman Empire, the Ottoman Empire. It's just so beautiful and well made inside. If you are ever coming to Sousse, highly, highly recommend it. I'm now on my way to the Ribat. So Ribat is an old fortress in the Medina, and it dates all the way back to I think around 861 AD. So this building has definitely been here for some time. Wow, it's so quiet here. It's beautiful. The Ribat is actually not that high. You get 2 flights of stairs and you're basically at the peak. There's multiple rooms within the fortress. Oh, it's kind of spooky. I'm guessing back then a room like this was used to store weapons and or to defend the city. Now let's go to the top and check out the view. There's actually another tower right over there I can climb. It's very narrow here. And it sounds like there's a cat following me. There's a lot of stray cats here in Sousse. Made it to the top of the tower. You can actually walk around here to get a 360 view of the city. It's incredibly beautiful here. That over there is the Mediterranean Sea, and then right in front of me is the Great Mosque. It might be too late for me to visit now, so I might go take a look tomorrow. If you follow me to the right here, the Medina is right here. Today's my last day here in Sousse. I'm gonna catch a train back to Tunis in the afternoon, and I'm gonna go check out the mosque inside the Medina. And now I'm inside the Great Mosque of Sousse. There's not a lot of people here, so I basically have the entire place to myself. As a foreigner, you can only come here during certain hours from 8 a.m. to 12. It only costs 5 Tunisian dinar to get in here. I think this is the main room where people come in and pray. As you can see here, the floor is covered in carpet, so people have to take off their shoes before entering the room. The Ribat, which I visited yesterday, along with the mosque, were used as a defense system to protect the city of Sousse, mainly the old town where the Medina is. The mosque itself is quite simple but beautiful. There's a big courtyard in the middle, and the main prayer hall is right there in the middle. It's incredibly hard to find postcards here in Tunisia, but I've managed to find one. For lunch, I got the flatbread kebab. It looks so appetizing. So he toasted the bread first, and then he put, I believe, chicken in there. There's also salad, and also the chili paste, which I love. This looks incredible. I think there's also an egg inside. And comes with french fries as well. There's a lot of locals eating here, so I think it's pretty authentic. This is not that different than the kebab back home, but typically we have the wrap or the sandwich bread, the baguette. This one is interesting because it's the flatbread. It also has an egg on the inside, which is very different back home, but nonetheless, it's very delicious. I made it back in Tunis, and I just made a new friend, Adam. He's kind enough to walk me to the train station. And you're a student, right?
Yeah.
Studying architecture.
Yeah.
Today's my last day here in Tunisia. There are a couple of sites I want to visit, but they're too far from the Medina. So I'm gonna explore the Medina itself and grab some local food. And also visit the new town, the new part of Tunis. I'm now exploring the new town, Tunis, which is right outside of Medina. It's not as chaotic, lots of restaurants. The guy cut a fruit right in front of me and pressed it with the machine, so the juice doesn't get any fresher than this. It's very sweet, and just a hint of bitterness from the fruit itself. It's really good. That's the great mosque behind me, and then I'll head up to. And unfortunately, I have to go. Maybe next time.